Good day. Welcome. This is Rosemary, and you have tuned in to the Healthy Credit, Healthy Living. My co host this week will be Dr. Jeffrey Benton. So look forward to that. He is a licensed doctor of chiropractic. He is a certified traditional naturopath, and he is a qualified medical examiner, and he does so much more. This week, we are going to be exploring emotional trauma release technique, which is under the umbrella of the other thing that he does that is so amazing, magnificent, and why he is called the magical fingers of Wilshire. He's really, really good at what he does, and you guys are going to see. So stay tuned. I am Rosemary, and we're talking about credit. Credit is the key that either locks or unlocks your future. It controls your life. It limits or expands your financial stability, increases or decreases the quality of your life and your living. It opens or closes the doors to employment, opportunity, and promotion. It affects the income by way of interest rates, and it limits or expands your purchasing power. So we got to have a paradigm shift because knowledge is power, and we know how to get your score improved. You should let us do that. I am Rosemary. 310-880-0119. I've partnered with United Credit Education Services, a fantastic company that's been in business 10 plus years, and it has an A plus credit rating. We have helped hundreds of thousands of clients all over the country restore their credit score. I'm sure you're wondering, well, how can this be done? Well, we at United leverage the law on your behalf. We take the consumer's right, the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1970. Then it basically says that we as consumers can dispute anything on our credit as many times as we like, and the bureaus have to respond within 30 days. And a lot of times, say 8 out of 10 times, they don't do it correctly. And that puts us in a position where we can get all kind of good things off of you. What we do is we get off late pays, collections, foreclosures, bankruptcies, judgments, student loans, tax liens, medical bills, charge-offs, repossessions, public records, settlements, past due bills, and many, many more. See, our expertise is financial services. So we specialize in improving your credit score. And we also do wills, trust, power of attorney, life lock, identity theft. But our primary products are the credit restoration and the wills, living trust. Everyone needs a living trust, and they need good credit. So that's what we pride ourselves on helping you with. We're going to get all those things off so that you can be all that you can be, because your credit score is like your vital sign, and you don't want the bureaus just putting whatever they want on there, because they get paid to put negative stuff on your credit. So that's how they became billion-dollar companies. So you're saying, well, okay, that sounds good. Why should I enroll with you? You should enroll with me because we have proven results in as little as 60 to 90 days. We have 24/7 online client portal access. We have regular updates on the progress of your credit file. You have live interactive coaching from our credit experts. And you've got me. You can call me. I've been in the business for like over 15 years doing real estate, credit, sales, loans. So I'm an expert as well. So give us a call, 310-880-0119. You say, well, okay, If I call you, what is it going to cost me? Boom. This is your lucky day because we do not charge $5,000, $1,500, $2,500, not even $1,000. We are nonprofit based, so we charge $499 for 1 full year of service. No, it's not going to take a year. Again, you'll see some results in as little as 60 to 90 days. And for being a loyal customer and for listening to me on the radio. If you just call me and say, Rose, I heard you on the radio. I need to get my credit done. Hook me up. I will give you a $100 discount. Yes, free $100 bills. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. Go to my site, UnitedCreditHaven.com. If you want to see our guarantee, our Better Business Bureau rating, and a video of our procedure, go to united-credit.org and you give me a call, 310-880-0119. Send me a smiley face. Let me know you hear me and that you really, really enjoy the program. 310-880-0119. And with that, we are going to our guest, Dr. Benton.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, and welcome again.
Why, thank you.
We've got some good stuff. Oh, everything has been good. Everything is always good. But we've got some more educational information stuff to share with you this week.
So we're going to talk about something I'm very passionate about. It's called the emotional trauma release technique.
Mm-hmm.
It's a technique that I developed over a decade ago. I developed it as a result of a breakup with a very special lady I was dating for a long time, and my heart was torn asunder. And I really wanted to try to fix the break. And so at that time, I was going to the Kabbalah Center. And so I really prayed to God with some of the tools. And I had a higher intuition. So it was a combination of practicing what these practices from the Kabbalah Center, some prayers and some meditation, coupled with my chiropractic education. And I got to some ungrounded upper levels, and I sort of saw some correlations. And I was able to put these things together. And the end result is the ability to help people, one, disconnect from whatever past traumas that they've had, be it with a relationship, be it if they came back from the war with a PTSD, be it with a relationship to food issues, sugar issues, cravings, help them to just release the lock that these issues have on them.
Even smoking and drinking?
Even smoking and drinking.
Whoa, we got to hear this, guys.
And it's gentle, and it doesn't take a long time. I mean, like, it doesn't take months or weeks. It takes a few sessions, really, and you'll see some results. People who have maybe some chronic aches and pains going on. And then that's for yourself. And then whenever you're in a relationship, I just love it if so you're having a trouble with a loved one, and so you love each other, but you sort of polarize from each other because of he said, she said, and women love to infer many things, and us guys are sort of blockheads sometimes, and we say things and we don't really think it through, and then the women sort of say, so when you said that, I can infer from that, but that I'm really not the one. And so everyone's in trouble. And you sort of need to unwind some of that because you guys love each other and you want to be together. There's a higher nurturing of loving versus fighting. And I'm here to help the world by helping couples get together.
So your emotional trauma release technique helps release negative. Good day, good day. I am Rosemarie, and we have an exciting show this week. We are dealing with emotional trauma release technique. And all week, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, we have had Dr. Jeffrey Benton. He is a licensed doctor of chiropractic. He is a certified traditional naturopath, and he's a qualified medical examiner, and he also does emotional trauma release technique, which is a technique that he developed a couple of decades ago. He's going to share that with us, and we're really in for a treat because this is some really different stuff. But before we get to that, I am Rosemarie. Welcome to the Healthy Credit Healthy Living Show, and I'm going to share with you some things about your credit, and I'm going to invite you to get your credit restored with me, UnitedCreditHaven.com. Yes, United Credit Haven. I am Rosemarie, and I've partnered with a fantastic company that's like over 10 years old, Better Business Bureau rating. We've helped thousands of clients all over the United States restore their credit by leveraging the law. The law that was passed in 1970, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, says that you and I, as consumers, can dispute anything on our credit, true or not, as many times as we want. And the privately held bureaus, they have to respond within 30 days, open an investigation, verify, and answer. But 8 out of 10 times, they either don't do it or don't do it correctly. And as a result, we assist you in taking off things such as short sales, bankruptcies, tax liens, judgments, repos, medical bills, charge-offs, student loans, bankruptcies, foreclosures, collections, late payments, tax liens, and many, many more. So millions of items have been removed from consumers' reports legally and permanently since the Fair Credit Reporting Act has passed. So why shouldn't you join the many and start saving money right away? You should give me a call at 310-880-0119 because credit is key. It can lock or unlock your future. It controls your life. It gives you, it limits or expands your purchasing choices. I mean, credit is, can you imagine not being able to get an apartment because your credit is not good? I mean, it just affects your living so much. It's your vital sign. So give me a call at 310-880-0119 so that we can get started. You have nothing to lose but your less than perfect credit. And you're saying, well, why should I enroll with you? You should enroll with me because we have proven results in as little as 60 to 90 days. 24/7 online client portal access, regular updates on the progress of your credit file, live interactive coaching from our credit experts, and you get me. And I am going to be about the business of getting your credit business in order so you can take care of other things. Let me take care of that. That's what we do here. We improve your credit. We get all the crap off your credit. You say, wow, I need some of that. How much is that going to cost me? Well, it's not going to cost $5,000. It's not going to cost $2,500, $1,500, not even $1,000. We are nonprofit based. It's $499 for 1 full year of services and for being a loyal listening audience. I am going to give you a $100 discount. Yay, free $100 bills. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. Send me a smiley face. Let me know you're out there. Go and to our site so you can see what we do and how we do it. United Credit, United-Credit.org. United-Credit.org. 310-880-0119. And with that being said, here's Dr. Benton.
Hello again. So, I am sharing with you and the audience about the emotional trauma release technique, and I also like to call it facelift from within, because as we clear out all these emotional traumas and blocks, you get younger. You'll get younger, you get more vitality. And we just took a picture of you, and I'm going to do some work on you, I believe, during this broadcast. And then we'll take a picture of you at the end, and you'll share with your listeners tomorrow how you're feeling, or what's different. But I want to talk about why this works. In the world of emotions, once an emotional traumatic event happens, it stays with you. It'll stay with you till to the end, to the rest of your life, unless, it'll stay with you for the rest of your life unless it's acknowledged. But not only, it has to be acknowledged in a loving way, and in a way that will help nurture you. Because, emotions is how we sort of connect to our soul. And it's sort of, it puts a little ding in the expression of our soul. If we can't fully express ourselves, and we don't want to get hurt that way. So our body, or our energy field, remembers these events up until you can get it clearly acknowledged or lovingly acknowledged. I mean, if you have a fight with your loved one, and you guys sort of polarize and push apart, only until you guys sort of come together and say, look, I'm sorry that this hurt you, or able to acknowledge in a loving way, will the healing happen.
So, if you had some trauma growing up,
Yep.
you have to acknowledge that. But what if the person is nowhere around for you to, have that inner communication?
That's a very good question. Yeah, there's a few ways to do it. One, you can have a conversation with God. It says, God, I'm still angry at this person, or I'm still missing this person. Please take this pain away from me, and ask God to help you. That's one way. Come see me. Let's do a session and clear it up that way. We can do it that way as well. You can try meditation and see if that'll help. But I think asking for God for help directly is very, very effective. And if it's not, then I'd say, God has many, many angels, and I'd like to say that God has bestowed upon me this intuition and this gift to help people.
Fantastic. Because there are a lot of hurting people, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. And they're not clear on, why am I this way, or why am I that way? They just know that they are.
Right. So let's see. Are you ready for your healing?
I am ready to be healed, revitalized, and made younger. Why not?
Why not? So I'm going to do a few gentle things. So as I described yesterday, we do a muscle test. So I hold the muscle out, and either I'll touch a body part, and it's okay to share with the audience what you shared with me about what's going on with you, or you want to tell the audience what your pains are?
Let's the back, the left side left side lower.
Left side lower, and you say that the intensity was about
a 6. It's because it's like nagging. You stand up and you gotta straighten out to get going, because it's just that one side. It's just
okay.
Not comfortable.
Okay. And as I scanned your body, I noticed that there was something there, and I noticed something in your jaw, and I'm going to deal with both of those. Okay.
I had a tooth taken out.
Not a problem.
Okay.
And so the process is, let me explain this to the audience. The process of how the event or the energy of the event gets locked in is we stop breathing. It's called a startle reflex. So let's say you're driving again to an accident, you're startled, you look up and you hold your breath. And that's the simple mechanism that allows the event to sort of get anchored into your energy somewhere. And I believe it first gets placed in your muscles. That's why you tend to have, your shoulders and your neck are tight at the end of the day. And if you can't get that worked out, the body has to move this energy in somewhere, and it'll move it deeper into your body. And I suspect that it's stored on a long-term basis in your meridian channels. And the meridian channels deals with acupuncture, meridian energy. And I suspect that if those channels get too full, then those channels, because there's a channel for each of the organ systems of the body, can lead to a breakdown to the energy flow to that organ system.
Oh, so something like people dying of people having a broken heart, and that would be the energy in that area because of an emotional trauma.
Yeah, well, the broken heart that's sort of common. That's just, I was talking about something a little bit different of just how traumatic events get stored in the body.
Ulcers.
Yeah,
People
right.
will have
Develop ulcers.
get upset and can't release emotions, and it's stored up in their stomach, or you get knots in your stomach when certain things happen.
Right. Right.
Okay, that's a better example.
Let's see. So I'm going to do some light things. Let me have you slide towards me for a moment. Okay, so remember, it's about a 6 out of 10. Okay, take a breath in and out. Take a breath in, tilt your head back. Exhale forward. And one more time with your eyes closed. And out. And do it again. And out. And again. And out. Yep. And again. And out. And again. And out. And again. And out. And again. And out.
Emotional trauma release technique.
That's right.
Because all they're hearing is breathing.
Breathing and releasing. Breathing and releasing.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Breathing and releasing. Interesting. Breathing and releasing.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not as tight. The left side is not as stiff. It's not as tight.
Right.
That is so interesting. Wow. You guys got to go. You guys got to call him and go to his office and get some of this. Give him your number.
Breathing and releasing, and look, it's not as tight. So what number? It was a 6 out of 10. What number is it now?
It's about a 4.
Okay.
3.5.
3.5, 4.
It's a noticeable difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just took the energetic splinter out of your hip, so the healing will happen a little faster now.
And I'm feeling a little bit dizzy.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Let that settle in.
Wow. Give me your number before we get cut off the air.
323-297-0566.
And I am Rosemarie, 310-880-0119. Send us a smiley face or something. Give me a call. Welcome back to the Healthy Credit, Healthy Living. And my co-host, Dr. Jeffrey Benton, is still here with us. And he's going to tell you about the technique of the emotional trauma release technique, which he did on me yesterday. So we're going to talk about the results of that after we talk about credit. Got to get the credit going. Got to get your credit together. Credit is the key. It can either lock or unlock your future. Credit is the key. Credit controls our lives. It limits or expands our financial stability. It increases or decreases the quality of your life and living, opens and closes doors to employment, opportunities, or promotions, and it affects your income by way of interest rates. Credit is power, and we can help restore your credit score today. Credit restoration, meaning getting you back where you once were. And if you've never been there, getting you there. That's what we do. I am Rosemarie, 310-880-0119. I have partnered with United Credit Education Services, a great company that's been in business for 10 plus years, A plus credit rating, and we've helped hundreds of thousands of clients all over the country because we are nationwide and we've been around. So if you're wondering, well, how do you do this? Well, we leverage the law on your behalf. The 1970 Fair Credit Reporting Act says that we can just dispute anything on our credit, whether it's true or not. And the bureaus have 30 days to investigate, verify, and answer. 8 out of 10 times they don't do it or they don't do it correctly. And as a result, we get things off like late payments, collections, foreclosures, bankruptcies, judgments, student loans, tax liens, medical bills, charge-offs, repossessions, public records, settlements, and past due bills. All these things that are bringing your score down. We focus on raising your score. You know, your credit is your vital sign. It really, really is. Can you imagine not being able to get an apartment because your credit is jacked up or because there's something on your credit that needs to come off? Not being able to buy a home, a car. I mean, just the basic things in life, because everything is run by your credit. Insurance, house insurance, car insurance, your rates. We need to get our credit together. My credit was in the fives. Now it's in the sevens. I did the process. I would not do it, would not be saying to you, do this unless I had done it myself. So I did it. It works. And I am sharing with you the information so that you can do it as well. Yes, that's our business. Our business is raising your credit score so that you can have the power that you need to be all that you can be. And you can say, well, why should I enroll with you? Because I've been solicited by so many people. You should enroll with me because we have proven results in as little as 60 to 90 days. We have 24/7 online client portal access. We have regular updates on the progress of your credit file. We have live interactive coaching from our credit experts, and we have attorneys on staff that will file a lawsuit on your behalf if need be. So you say, that sounds like a lot. Yes, we do give you a lot. And we give it to you not for $5,000, not for $2,500, not for $1,000, but we are nonprofit based, so it's $499. Yes, for 1 full year of service. No, it does not take a full year, but what we do is we clean your credit up and we show you how to build it back up. And for being my loyal and faithful listener, I will give you a $100 discount, free $100 bills. Just give me a call, 310-880-0119. You can go to the site, united-credit.org. You'll see our guarantee. You'll see what we do, how we do it, and you'll see our credit rating. 310-880-0119. I am Rosemarie. Give me a call. Let me know you're out there. Send me a smiley face, something, because this is really, really a necessary item. We also do other things, but this is our main product. We do credit repair. We do living trust, power of attorneys. We do wills. We do, let me see, what do the one? Oh, yes, power of attorney for financial and power of attorney for medical, lifelock, identity theft. Give me a call. We have a lot to offer. Credit score. We can help restore your score today. Credit is power. And with that, 310-880-0119. Give me a call. And here's Dr. Benton.
Well, hello.
Hi there.
So I want you to let us know what's different. What do you feel different after our little mini session yesterday?
Well, I cannot explain it. I don't know why it works, how it works, but my pain actually went from about a 6 down to about a 3.5. When I got up to walk, it was more comfortable. It was not as tight. It was not as tense. I can't explain it, but it is, and I don't know why or how. So we'll leave the explanation up to you.
So, look, healing doesn't have to take a long time. Look, we know that God works in miracles, and sometimes miracles happen fast, sometimes they happen slow. Let's say this is one of the faster working miracles. So that was yesterday. So is your pain intensity still around a 3.5 today, or is it a little bit less? Because usually I find that the initial time, like as soon as we finished the session, because as you know, I only worked on you live on the air.
Right.
I did not do anything with you after we got off the air.
Right.
That's all I did.
Right.
Okay. And so you still feel, so we probably went from 6 to a 3. So we decreased your pain by 50%. Actually, by 100%, from 6 down to a 3. We halved your pain. So, good.
And as time goes on, does it get better, or
I
do you
expect-
have to just keep getting sessions?
Well, usually the maximum is maybe 2 or 3 sessions
Wow.
for this kind of modality.
Wow. Give them your number. That's amazing.
My number, area code 323-297-0566.
And tell them what all that they can get an appointment to get.
Oh, well, so listeners of this show will call in, and we will do a complimentary examination of you. And actually, now I should probably expand it. I can either do an examination of your musculoskeletal system, what's out of balance there, or I can do a little bit of a complimentary examination if you have a heartfelt acre of pain, and see if there's something that I can help you with there.
Okay. And the water.
Well,
He's
there
a
you
big advocate of water.
go.
So
Big advocate of water. You come into my office for me to even talk to you, I'll probably have you drink some water. So
he's
come
got
on.
a fabulous alkaline machine. He will give you free alkaline water. Bring your gallon container, and you can get your free water.
Give you a free gallon of water for calling in. Come on in. So that's what I'm going to do for the listeners of this program. What else do we need to share?
Well, you're located on Wilshire Boulevard, Mid-Wilshire.
Yep, on Mid-Wilshire in Los Angeles Central, because I know that this is a local radio station, goes to more of the Los Angeles area.
Now, the thing I want to touch on is losses. Because the economy has been so screwed up, I mean, a lot of people have experienced a lot of losses. And financial losses oftentimes lead to emotional losses, leads to families breaking. I mean, it just leads to a lot. So let's deal with the emotional trauma release technique that can help people with losses.
Right. Yeah. Any kind of, yeah. People lost a lot of money in the real estate issue that happened several years ago in the stock market. And some people have a tough time going forward. or that, as you said, started a cascade where it caused a lot more strife in the family, and maybe caused a breakup because we lost a job or weren't able to bring as much money in as we used to, and it still hurts, and that hurt just means that it prevents you from being present today to be as effective as you can be today to get on with your life. So that's another example of things that we can assist with.
So, do you assist with that by talking it out, or by,
See,
audience? I don't know how he does what he does, but you should give him a call. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Give him your number.
okay, 323-297-0566. You can find a little more information on my website, lighttouchhealingcenter.com, lightthc.com. There's some information in articles about the emotional trauma release technique, as well as various sorts of health articles that I've written over the years, and also how to make an appointment. You can do it online from there as well.
All righty.
Right.
That's very, very good. Very good. So, okay, we're talking about the emotional trauma, and like I say, it's just
And
that is something you really have to go see him to truly
experience. Yeah, it's hard to explain it.
It's hard to talk about it, and you know what we're talking
But
about.
it's also important because you talk about credit health, and just like if someone went through a rough time and their credit has been dinged, and it caused a lot of turmoil. Part of healing, because you're helping people heal their credit and their financial health, their the heartbeat of their financial and credit history, and it's very important. And if there's something, and we know that money in this economy and in the world, money helps make your world go around and everyone's world go around. And some people have some blocks about money. I know I have a patient of mine. She says, "Look, our next session, we got to clear my money issues up."
How do you do that? Does she have an issue of not wanting to make it, or not knowing what to do with it if she makes it, or having an attitude about
Most people
accelerating?
most people have an attitude maybe of lack. So they have some software, maybe, someone taught them, money is the root of all evil, or something is running in their unconscious mind that they're not manifesting as much as they should.
Okay, well, with that, we are going to pick this up tomorrow. It's your time to shine. I am Rosemarie. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. And Dr. Benton will assist in that shine. Give him your number.
323-297-0566.
And go to my website, united-credit.org. Check out our credentials. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. And remember, you get a $100 discount, credit restoration, 1 year, $399. Send me a smiley face or something, 310-880-0119. Good day, and welcome to Healthy Credit, Healthy Living with Rosemarie and my co-host, Dr. Jeffrey Benton, licensed doctor of chiropractic, certified traditional naturopath, certified medical examiner. We've had such a fabulous, informative time over the past month. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for continuing to tune in. And hopefully by now you guys have made it to his office to get some of that water, to get a free exam. It's just been great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the credit, because credit is so important. It's just so important. Those collections and judgments and liens, boy, they just tear us up. Credit is the key. They can either lock or unlock your future, expand or limit your financial stability, increase or decrease the quality of your life, and open and close doors of employment opportunities or promotions. And it can also affect your income by way of interest rate, limit or expand your purchasing power. So, I am Rosemarie. I have worked with and still do work with United Credit Education Services, 10-year plus company, A plus credit rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've helped hundreds of thousands of clients over the past years. And the way we do that is we leverage the law on your behalf. The Credit Act of 1970 says that we as consumers can dispute anything on our credit report as many times as we want. And the bureaus, who are incidentally not even in the United States, they're overseas, and no, they're not a government agency, they have to, within 30 days, verify, investigate, and report back to you. So 8 out of 10 times, they don't do this or they don't do it correctly. So what happens is we get things off of your credit, such as late pays, short sales, bankruptcies, collections, foreclosures, tax liens, judgments, repos, medical bills. All those things can be removed to say paid as agreed or just removed. See, most people don't quite understand the way credit works, but it's like your vital sign, and it just can really, really bring you up or bring you down. So you really need to give me a call, 310-880-0119. You need to give me a call, Rosemarie, so that I can give you a free consultation on how this credit works. And also, I can also tell you what to do, what not to do. But you know what you should do? If you don't do anything else, you should enroll into our credit program. And the reason why you should enroll in our credit program is because we have proven results in as little as 60 to 90 days. We have 24/7 online portal access. We have regular updates on the progress of your credit file. We have live interactive coaching for our credit experts. So you should give us a call. And you say, okay, now if I call you, what is it going to cost me? Well, we are nonprofit based. And because we're nonprofit based, we don't charge you $5,000, $2,500, $1,500, $99 for 99 years. No, we don't do that. We charge one flat fee, $499 for 1 full year of service. Yes. And because you are a loyal listener, KTYM and Rosemarie Credit and Health Program, you get a $100 discount. Yes, free $100 bills, free $100 bills, free $100 bills. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. Go to my website, unitedcredit.org, united-credit.org, and you will see our credentials. You will see a short video as to what we do and how we do it. And you can also go to my website, unitedcredithaven.com, 310-880-0119. Call me, send me a smiley face, let me know you're out there. And with that, we are going to turn our show over to, or we're going to include Dr. Benton. All right, Doctor, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Yesterday, we dropped off at talking about emotional trauma and how you have a new technique that releases emotional trauma. And I was just saying that I kind of understand what you're saying, although I never thought about it as deeply, because there's some things that when we talk about it, when we hear about it, whatever the case might be, our body responds in a negative way, either a stomach ache or just some kind of negative subconscious way. Our body will respond. But you have developed a technique to cause us to release whatever is causing us to do the negative thing that's causing the pain or the discomfort. And it's just amazing. So,
let me clear up the name emotional trauma release technique is a little bit of a misnomer because truthfully, it helps clear trauma. And there's really three kinds of trauma. So one is shock trauma. Trauma that, if someone pushes you unexpectedly or you get into an accident, just like the energy of the traumatic event, boom, that's shock trauma. And then there's emotional trauma. You get into an argument with a loved one or one of those many scenarios where emotions are built in. That's emotional trauma. So there's two different types of traumas. This technique probably really deals with the shock trauma a little bit more. There's a lot of techniques out there that talk about emotions and emotional trauma, and they're very effective. So I want to sort of tell the audience that there's two different kinds of trauma, and this one definitely helps with both of them. And I have ways to treat both kinds. But shock trauma is, I believe, more prevalent. And the whole breathing and releasing technique I spoke about yesterday, the day before, really deals with the shock trauma event. And then the third kind of trauma is they sort of get intertwined. So you have some shock trauma, and then you have some emotional trauma, and it all gets sort of put together in the body. And I believe that it sort of gets stored, and it just causes a block in energy flow. So you were feeling pain, but like if you understand, well, what is pain on an energetic perspective, not necessarily on an anatomic perspective about, C fibers and pain fibers in the body, but as an energetic perspective, pain is the inability of energy to move.
okay,
So
a block.
So it's a block of energy flow. And what we get to do here is release the block. Release the roadblock. The energy flows. The pain decreases.
Okay. Well, if you want the pain to decrease, you give the doctor a call. Your number?
The number, area code 323-297-0566.
And that can be emotional pain or physical pain.
That's right. And then we were also talking about the stress that people have to endure.
What do you call them? The endorphins?
Well, that's
adrenal. The
adrenal. The adrenal glands are the part of the body that really tries to help manage the stressful situations that we're under. So, people go through a tough time, or even as, I'm late for that meeting, I've got to get across town, and you sort of jump into high gear. And then, well, that's your adrenal glands that are put to the task of getting the adrenaline pumping through your body. Excuse me. Back in the primitive prehistoric days, whenever a saber-toothed tiger was chasing you, boy, you wanted those glands to really pump up and get going.
So that was the flight gland.
That's a fight or flight gland.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Now, what happened, and here's the difference. So whenever you had to run, the adrenal gland puts into the blood system a number of hormones and chemicals. And some of them only get burned off by running, so the receptors are on the muscles to get the muscles to run. And that distinction is very important because today we have to get across town. Our adrenal glands still push out the same chemicals as before, but we're not running. We're jumping into our car and pressing our gas pedal. So these chemicals are still circulating in our blood system, and they haven't been burned off. And they're going to have to go somewhere, and those cause ill health effects later on. That's one reason of many reasons why exercise is so important to help burn off all this stress and tension that our adrenal glands are putting out.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I know.
It's amazing that we have to work off the stress of just being
living.
a city dweller,
That's
just
right.
living in a city and dealing with a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why it's really important to really get exercise in every day. Get some exercise in, be it a half hour, 20 minutes yoga, or go hiking. Really some physical activity, vitally important for every part of the body. And here's another example. It helps burn off the hormones that are secreted from our adrenal glands.
So we can walk around the block, run around the block, walk up and down the mall, circle the mall 3 or 4 times. It's safe. Throw your tennis shoes on.
But you
Go
got to go
around the
fast.
track.
Yeah, you got to go fast. You can't. I don't think walking. You got to be fast walking and get
Oh,
your heart rate up. You
well,
can't just walk around.
hit the football track or something
Something
near
like
your
that.
local school.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, saber-toothed tiger is chasing you. You are not walking. You are running as fast as humanly possible.
Okay, so we've got to get our run on. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's going to help clear out. And everyone always feels better after a good strenuous exercise. And then if you don't exercise for a while, then the ability to start exercising gets higher and higher. It's like, oh, I'm just not in the mood. I feel so old. I feel so creaky. And I actually suspect that some of these chemicals settle in our joints. And then we get these creaky joints. I know if I don't work out for a week or so, then I'm sitting around at a table, maybe in a radio station, talking. And I get up and I get up like an old man and I'm sort of creaking and I have to run around. And that gets burned out from strenuous exercise.
That creaking can be very embarrassing, ladies. We got to do that. We got to get our exercise on so we're not squeaking and creaking. So, Doc, give them your phone number and your address.
So you can reach me at 323-297-0566. You can do a search for me on Facebook, Light Touch Healing Center, and or Jeffrey Benton, DC. You can find me and like me on Facebook. And my website, lighttouchhealingcenter.com, lighttHC.com. I'm at 6360 Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles.
And I am Rosemarie, 310-880-0119. Give me a call so you can take advantage of that free $100 bill. Go to my website, send me a smiley face, 310-880-0119.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Good day, good day, good day. Welcome to Healthy Credit and Healthy Living with Rosemarie and my co-host, Dr. Benton. He's been with us for like the past month. Really good information. All right, so I'm going to get going with the credit because I wear you out with the credit, but you know what? You need to get your credit done. Credit is the key. It can either lock or unlock your future. Credit controls your life. It limits or expands our financial stability, increases or decreases the quality of your life and living. Without good credit, some people can't even get an apartment. It opens and closes doors to employment opportunity or promotions. It affects your income by way of interest rate, limits or depends. It limits or expands your purchasing choices. So you really need to get to working on the credit. And that's why I'm here. Healthy credit and healthy living. Just think. If you have bad credit and good health, even though you feel good, you still kind of toe up. If you have good credit and bad health, you might be solid financially, but with bad health. So I'm here to bring the two together because you need both. You need good credit and you need good health. So I have been bringing you top-notch medical professions to let you know how to improve your health while I give you the opportunity to improve your credit. So I am Rosemarie, and I've partnered up with United Credit Education Services. which is a great company that's been around for about 10 plus years. We've helped thousands of people all over the country get their credit together. And the way we do it is we leverage the law, the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1970, which states that anyone with the Social Security number and that's been affected by the bureaus, which are not government agencies and they're not even in the United States, we can dispute anything on that report as many times as we want, whether it's true or not. And they've got to respond to us within 30 days. And a lot of times they don't do it. Like 8 out of 10 times, they don't respond adequately. So things like late pays, collections, foreclosures, bankruptcy, short sales, tax liens, judgments, repos, medical bills, they have to be removed or they have to reflect paid as agreed. So you should give me a call, Rosemarie, 310-880-0119. Send me a happy face to let me know that, hey, you're out here listening and you should enroll into this credit program. You say, well, why should I enroll with you? You should enroll with me because you will receive proven results in as little as 60 to 90 days. You will have 24/7 online portal access. You'll have regular updates on your credit and the progress of your credit. And you'll have live interaction coaching from credit experts such as myself. Now, you say, wow, that sounds really, really good. How much is it going to cost me? We are a non-profit-based company, so we don't charge you $5,000, $2,500, $1,500, or $99 forever. We charge you $499, one flat fee for 1 full year. You get results starting 60 to 90 days. If you need an attorney to file a lawsuit on your behalf, that's included in that price. Give me a call, 310-880-0119. And for being a loyal listener, you get a free $100 bill. I will give you a $100 discount. 310-880-0119. Rose Maurice. My web is united-credit.org. That's where you'll see all of our credentials and a video as to what our procedure is. united-credit.org. Rosemarie, 310-880-0119. And here's Dr. Benton.
Hello and good Friday, or it might be good Saturday.
I think it's good. It's the end of the week.
The end of the week. It's the end of the week. Anyway, okay. we look at it. Good. So I guess we're going to do a little bit of a wrap up of what we talked about this week.
Right.
We're definitely started off talking about vitamin D, how important that was.
Absolutely.
And then we spoke about the emotional trauma release technique.
Yes.
And you actually experienced some of that.
Yes, and it's still holding, so it's a good thing. We talked about water.
We definitely talked about water.
And you gave an invitation.
That's right. I gave invitation for whoever the listeners of this radio station can come by and experience what I consider healthy, clean water is, to come on by and get a free gallon of water. Bring a container for yourself or get a free gallon. Or I have some containers for sale at the office. And I'll tell you, it's much cheaper doing that than going to the store and spending, $2 or $2.50 for a quart of some heavily marketed water. And it may or may not be so good for you. Come on by and see what some healthy, clean water is. And whenever you're there, sign up. We actually have a lecture that talks in detail what healthy, clean water is and how to clean your vegetables and get all those pesticides that are sprayed on with oil-based, with an oil so it doesn't come off. And we're normally eating that if you don't know how to clean your vegetables off.
Give them your address and your phone number.
My address, 6360 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 210 in Los Angeles. My phone number, area code 323-297-9999. 0566.
We also talked about cartilage versus ligaments.
Yes, that's right. Earlier in the week, ligaments are the connective tissue that actually binds our bones together, holds bone to bone, while muscles really are designed to help our bones move. And cartilage is placed between the joints to allow easy motion, to let the gliding happen.
And you had mentioned to me about a conference you went to.
Oh, you know what? That's right. I was invited to share, to present my work, the emotional trauma release technique. This past June, the American Academy of Complementary and Integrative Medicine, they spoke about resolving emotions to resolving disease was the name of the conference. So I was invited to present my work there. It was in June, this past June, in Dallas, Texas, and it was a phenomenal time. Met some amazing doctors and healers doing similar work from all over the world, and it was a very well received presentation of the emotional trauma release technique.
Wow.
That's what, because I wanted to share it with doctors and medical doctors who are open. It's a very good organization for medical doctors and for people who want to look for medical doctors and other doctors that are more open to alternative types of healing. This is a very good organization, and more organizations are seeing, I'll say, seeing the light and seeing that modern medicine has to really adapt and integrate.
Wow. Well, Dr. Jeffrey Benton has been called the magic hands of Wilshire. So you guys need to give him a call, set up an appointment to get your complimentary what?
Oh my goodness, complimentary everything, right? So you can get a complimentary evaluation, and we'll see what muscles are in balance or what muscles are out of balance, or get a complimentary evaluation about any kind of an emotional issue that's going on, and you feel it's just preventing you from living life to its fullest. So get either of those, and you get a free gallon of water.
Wow, you can't beat that with a stick. Give him your number.
Absolutely. 323 area code 297-0566.
Very good, very good. So back up with the wrap up. Okay, water. My experience earlier in the week, he did the emotional trauma release technique, and I was having some blockage on my left side, and he did something, and it relieved 50% of the discomfort. So you guys need to go and experience this, and then maybe you guys can tell me how you felt, and that's a good thing. The other thing is we were saying is you cannot get too much vitamin D. So that was another good thing. And
We're talking about the adrenal glands.
oh yes, the glands and why we need to get exercise. Getting exercise is not just to lose weight. The exercise also burns off.
Exercise helps to burn off the chemicals and hormones that the adrenal gland places into the bloodstream, because now the adrenal gland is also known as the stress gland. It is also known as the fight or flight gland. Whenever we were living in the Cro-Magnon days, and we were being chased by pterodactyls or saber-toothed tigers, we had to run, and we had to have a mechanism to be able to make us run fast and run fast now. And that's the goal of the adrenal gland. We've got to get out of the way, and we have to run real fast. So the adrenal gland puts all these hormones and chemicals in our blood system, and the muscle cells have receptors that would grab hold onto these specific hormones and chemicals, and then it helps the muscles contract faster. And that's how we would burn off and get these chemicals and hormones out of our blood system.
Wow. So over the past month, we have covered so much stuff. It's from the beginning of where chiropractic came from, where it was developed, who started it, the various schools, and then from there we went on to the skeletal issues as far as what bones are related to what part of our body. We talked about feeding, the fact that the skeletal,
The skeleton.
is actually the freeway to our body.
You know,
It
the
delivers
spine.
nutrients. Yeah, delivers nutrients to our whole entire body.
Our spinal cord is our body's internet superhighway, sends messages all over to all of the organs and all of our muscles. So if you have a block in the spine, we talked about some research that was done years and years ago that shows people with diseased organs oftentimes, actually almost 100% of the time, actually has a correlation between a blockage in the spinal segments and prevents nerve information from getting to the organ system.
And we talked about the foods that you can grow. You can put yourself a little garden together to help feed your nervous system, your spinal system. So with that, Doc, give them your name, your address, your phone number, and then it'll be my turn. So quick.
Okay, so you can reach me at area code 323-297-0566. Find me on Facebook, Light Touch Healing Center, or Jeffrey Benton, DC. My website, lighttouchhealingcenter.com, lighttHC.com. And go ahead, take it away.
All righty, and give me a call, 310-880-0119. Great credit is...
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's